helper. Follow me around everywhere. What do you want? What is it? What do you want? Tell me. Show me what you want. What do you want? You want outside? What? You want a dog, don't you? Oh, you want outside? Okay. All right, he wants to go work on cars. I've never seen a dog so motivated to work on cars. Oh, you know what he wants? He wants to go for a walk. Okay. So yes, it is a mess. So I've got Alfa parts over here, got all kinds of stuff that I've gotten in. I got Ferrari parts that need to go in storage. We got a box of teak oil for all the stuff the wife did. I got a fan I need to mount today. I got a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, that's why he was going excited. His brother, wannabe brother showed up. What's up, Bobo? What's up, Katie?
Hey, we were actually on the trail yesterday and someone was like, oh, is that Petey from Little Rascals? I was like, no, my dad has that one.
What's up, Bobo? What are you doing? What's up, buddy? He sees the camera. Where are you going? Out of control. First things we got to do, we are going to work on that today, but we have to get this out of the way. We need to cover that. We've got the new lift set up on the jacks. I don't know if anybody can see this, but there's the new lift that's there. You can kind of see it flat base plate, and the arms extend out. But we're going to get this thing up in the air. I want to check the rear engine mount, see how bad that is. I want to look for any rust that's inside of here, and then we are going to roll these fenders because we've got a new set of wheels and tires that are going on here. You can kind of see the fronts, the rears need to follow suit. So we're gonna do some fender rolling today. Hang on, it's gonna be fun. Cover this guy up and get it all squared away. All right, now that we got that covered up, let's get this down and lift it up. All right, we got some of the fun parts done. We got this guy on the jack lift. Let me flip this around. Those of you that don't know, the Alfa comes with a D-Dion suspension in it. You can see we got our jack plate there, which is working really well. And here's our D-Dion. And you can see there's the, it's kind of a wild setup. You got drive axles, you know, CV joints there, and then you've got the brakes right in the center of the car, which a lot of people could argue pros and cons against this. I kind of like it. You get the weight inboard. So we're gonna look at the motor mounts, take a look at any of the rust and stuff we got going on, and then we are going to roll the wheel wells. One cool thing about working inside here, and I should get that fan set up because it's hot and humid, got this guy just a bit off the ground here, so I've got some pretty cool tools. You're gonna hear knock these wheels off, and we're gonna start putting this other part together. All right, I know this is gonna look backwards to you, but I'm just a backwards kind of guy. So, got this guy set up. And in here, you're gonna trust me, but I'm just gonna tell you that on the inside, this guy's pretty much a factory setup. By the way, you're gonna look in here. It's like I got a tiny bit of rust blemishes down here where this guy was connected up, but I think I can literally just kind of grind that out. We'll be okay. I should take the rear bumper cover off here, but I'm not gonna do it for now because I just wanna get this part right here rolled, and I wanna try and pull it out a little bit. Now, some of you guys are gonna say, don't do it, Frank, don't do it. Guess what? It's my car, I'm gonna do what the hell I wanna do with it, right? So here's the reason why. I'm gonna attempt to roll these in and make them flat first, right? Without mucking anything up, using heat, doing everything that I saw, and I've got a nice roller you're gonna see me put together here in just a second. Second thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put pressure, I'm gonna try and bring this out. I'll probably have to take this trim off here in a little bit, but I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna get some good heat in here, and up top I'm gonna try and pull this guy out a little bit. Now why? So if you know anything about the Alfa GTVs, and I know the Alfisties are gonna be yelling at me, but again, it's my car, guys, and I bought it's full of fucking rust, right? So I get to do what I want to with it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this guy out just a bit, and I'm gonna see if I can get it to come out even more so I get a little bit more clearance on these wheels, because we're going with the staggered setup, which Alfisties are gonna yell at me about, but again, I don't care, it's my fucking car. So I'm going with the 16 by 8 in the front and 16 by 9 in the rear. So I'm gonna get that lip moved out a little bit. But I'll show you in a minute. If you look at the front of this car, like it's beautiful the way that he designed it. It looks great. But in the back, I just feel like the wheel wells don't match. Like the curtains don't match the drapes in the front. One of my favorite sayings, by the way. So what I want to do is I want to get this guy pulled out just a little bit so I can keep from putting on skirts, which I may do skirts anyways because I have so much rust in the front here and I'm a neophyte when it comes to welding that I'm going to clean that guy up and I'm going to open it up because I'm having to run 5x98 to 5x114 3 wheel adapters to get these wheels on. So I've got 3/4 of an inch already the wheel being pushed out and going wider. The offset should help me out a little bit and go from a 45 to a 40. So it should help me just a little bit by pulling them backwards a little bit, but this is what I'm gonna do today. So hang on, let's go for a ride. And gotta take my glove off to stop this thing. And yes, my key fob's not working. I'll just do a walkthrough, talk through. So we've got the Ferrari yard buttoned up and covered up. We've got the Alfa up on our jack stand lift, which I'm loving so far. Hopefully it doesn't fall and break or crush anything, but it's locked out and should be working fine. And I'm gonna go to this box right here. I think so. I think that is our jack roller. I think so. Size 41, something like that. Let's take a look. Let's open. All right, here we go. So we got this box. By the way, this was an Amazon buy. I'm not gonna lie, Amazon buy. I read online a lot of people saying, hey, don't waste your money. Buy the Eastwood, get the Eastwood for $15 more. For those of you that know me, know that I don't skimp on price, but unfortunately, I didn't see that until after I bought this thing. So we are gonna give it a whirl here with the, what is this? This is made by Freetech. Guarantee. And it's in French, it looks like. Guarantee. Actually, no, it'll be German, because that is all in German. This is in German. So German engineered, maybe, or somebody brought parts, words from Germany to put this together. So what I'm going to do here real quick, I'm just going to put you on fast forward. You guys can watch me fumble through this and figure out how to put this damn thing together. Backwards here, but that's okay. So this is together. This is Chinese, just FYI, written in German. What the fuck over? And it says, package include 1 crimping roller, 1 conical nut, 1 manual, nope, 1 fender, nope, and 1 user manual, absolutely not. So I think I've got this thing together right. We're gonna go see if we can get it bolted up. Step 1's gonna be to get this thing mounted. And I'm just gonna be totally transparent. I watched a lot of videos online on how to do this. I think I've got an idea, but I don't know if it's gonna be right. So what we're gonna do is this. Instead of having to watch all this bullshit, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put this on fast motion again, and I will monkey through it. I'll talk you through it on the back end. All right, I lied. Let's do the speed up version. Believe it or not, I think I got it on here. Now, people have complained about this thing and just said, go Eastwood, go Eastwood. I probably will complain too, and I will probably say I should have gone Eastwood, but here's what we're gonna do. First thing we have to do is we gotta get some heat into this. So the next thing I gotta do is go inside and break down the brand new heat gun that I bought. And my son yelled at me and said, Dad, I got one in the basement. I'm like, well, you didn't tell me I had one in the basement. It's not his fault, I'm just teasing. And Grayson, I love you very much, it's not you. It's me. So I'm gonna go get the heat gun that I got so I don't destroy my son's nice heat gun. Also got it off of Amazon. And I think I've got this guy set up. So I'm gonna get some heat into this. I'm gonna start at the top. And I've seen a lot of instructions that say, kind of start this guy straight on first. When you start doing it, get a good bit of heat in here. I still got some things I gotta tighten up a little bit, but they're hand tight for now. They should work. I'm not gonna put a lot of pressure on here, but I am gonna see how this goes. So, all right, I'm ready to put some heat in here. I should tape this up. I'm not giving any plugs to anybody on this because this is all done on my own accord with my own money. So no sponsors yet. Follow me on Instagram. I'm focusing on Instagram, by the way. I'll put stuff out on Facebook Facebook and YouTube as well, but our focal point is Instagram, and you can't see who I bought this from If you want to sponsor me, you want to get on my channel, that's awesome, that's great, but let's get some heat into this guy. Everything that I've read says you don't want to overheat it because you don't want it to buckle your paint or bubble your paint, mess it up. So we're just going to go across here, get some heat on the inside edge first, and you can feel it in here. Oh, spider. Here, sorry. You're getting cooked. Cook you. Here, get off there. There you go. Oh. Straggler. Freaking dope on a rope. 101st mascot there. A spider. Big long legs on a rope. All right. Feel this here, should be hot to the touch. I'm gonna go gentle and get some heat in here. You guys don't want to watch this in slow motion, do you? Let's speed it up. Before we get started, I've got this hot to the touch. Let me just show you what we're working on here. So see how that lip is? We want to roll that lip up in there and then pull that bumper out just a little bit. So I'll let you watch till I get my first couple of tries here. They say just don't be aggressive on this thing as you start it out. By the way, I need to take the e-brake off. Now we got the e-brake off. All right, let's get this guy, get some pressure in here and roll this guy in. That goes the wrong way. How is that even possible? I must have done something backwards here. Okay, let's go to right there. I might need to take this guy off and get another go at it. That should be set right. And I need to adjust this guy back. Again, we're rolling this, so we don't want to be directly on. You don't want to try to go too hard on it at first. So let's go the other way off of here. Take it away. We want this to be gentle on that edge. So we'll go right there on that edge like that. We're just trying to get our first little bend in here. Probably have to adjust this thing about 5 times, but let's bring it out and get right on there. And let's start to roll. See what we get. Roll. I can actually see it starting to roll up in there, which is actually a good thing. Right there. I'll just get this lip here, we'll come back and adjust it after the fact. A little more heat. Believe it or not, it's actually rolling very nicely. Okay, let's heat it up a little bit here. We don't want to crack the paint in this. I'm actually very impressed. It's going very well. When I chip the paint or crack the paint, you'll go, I am not impressed. That's not going so well. But let's just go ahead and get this guy rolled in a little bit. I'm actually surprised. It's rolling it in very, very, very well. I'm not taking my time in keeping it heated. I'm learning as I do this. I probably need to make sure that I keep some heat into it as I go, but that first top lip right there is actually really good. I'll have to adjust to get that corner and down low, but you just make the adjustments, take your time and do it. First time so far, looks pretty good. Roll it down here, and then let me show you what we got. Well, it's hard to see. You can probably see now. See how that is there, and then this goes flat. So we've actually got a pretty good little roll in there. You can see where the spot wells are, where these seams and panels go together. But right here, my finger right there is basically the demarcation line of where I've rolled this guy and haven't rolled it. So we've gone to that point. You can see me rolling it. I'm gonna roll a little bit more while I got some heat in here, and we're gonna go back on fast mode. Wow. Okay. So everybody's saying to use the Eastwood, but I don't know if you can see that. So that's a flange of how it normally looks. That's how it looks now. And you can't really see because this is on a bevel, but this is flat. That's flat all the way through until you get to right there, and then you can see it flattens out. I don't know if you can see my fingers, how my fingers are on that. So I'll hold them together all the way down. You'll see them bump out a little bit, and then watch when we get here. Here it all the way opens out. So I'd say the damn thing works fine. I got to do a little bit of tweaking and adjusting on it. Not bad though. I'm obviously not going to pull the fender out a bunch this way, but that's kind of okay because I got a funny feeling I'd damage the car if I did. But it's rolled. You can see our front tire on here. So I need to roll these too because our front tire, we lower this. I'm going to need all that room. And of course, I got to fix all of this. But I'm going to keep going on this. I won't bore you guys with the rest of the shit that I'm doing. This is Frank Ball, Scuderia Francuso Bale. We got the garage rocking and rolling, working on the little Alpinista here and getting the GTV ready, but I'd say not too bad. I may actually come back in just a second. I'm gonna go ahead and put the wheel spacers on here and I'll test fit our rear rims and let you take a look at that. Okay. Well, so let's tell on ourselves here. So it's been a fun little car. We haven't had it that long. Been messing with it, and the tires that came off of here are 15x6. So don't ask me where I got it in my head that they were 15x8, but they're 15x6. And I got 16x8s and 16x9 staggered wheels for this car. They're not going to work. I can tell you right now they're not going to work. So a couple little things here. So if you look inside, and I'm not sure if you can see it or not, I'll try to get it where you can see, but I've got a gap. Let me just put my finger in there so you can see where my finger disappears. I got a gap here of about 1/2 inch. So when I go inside here with the rubber, I think it's going to be a tight fit as I go in. So I've got about 1 inch right here. You know, and that's going to be tough and tight. And then when we look across here, even if I go in by 1/2 inch, I don't know that I'm going to have the clearance here. That's why I was trying to pull these wheel liners out. But it's okay, because I can always get rid of these wheels. But I have rubber coming for them, so it's not expensive, so I might be selling these with the tire, but I got all kinds of stuff in the way here. But let's just look at what we got in here from a clearance standpoint and see. I don't know. I mean, it's not too terribly bad. I guess I've got a knuckle here. I'm just worried about the rubber, you know, hitting. I got the same thing here. I've got kind of a full knuckle joint, so it's at least 1 inch, maybe 1.5 inches. So when we go in by 1/2 inch, it's going to be tight. It's going to be real tight. I'm not sure how much gap I'm going to have between here and the rubber. I do know that I'm a little bit bigger in the back than I am in the front. So I'll, my buddy Matt, who's the expert, I'll send this off to him and let him take a look at it after I put this video together, and we'll just kind of figure it out. But that's kind of what we're getting this ready for. And if you look at the front's already on. Yeah, this car sits on stilts, so it's torsion bar suspension. So we really have to drop the suspension down on this car to get it to lower out and go where it needs to go. But first off, we got to fix all of this stuff in here, which is all that rust. And I'll probably end it by moving some of this back and adjusting there in the front. I've got to cut these corners out right here to give us a little bit more clearance. You can see the rust in this plate right here. You can see right through there. I think I'm not looking at you, but I'm looking backwards, so I should flip it around. But we got some cleanup work to do. I like this, but this should be down here. It should be way lower. So we'll probably get rid of that and then figure out what we can do later on. But anyways, this is the next journey on as the Alfa turns. I think it'll look badass when I put those on there, but I might have to roll those fenders out a lot more. You got a little bit of marking. I don't know if you probably can't even pick it up here on the camera. I don't know if I get close in, if you can even see it. Yeah, a tiny bit. You got a little bit of ridge marking here where the welds are on the back end. I can just feel them. Not a big deal. And again, if I've got to cut all these out and then put the fender wells on there, I don't mind doing that. But a neat little car. I love this little Alfa. What can I say? But anyways, I know it's a little bit of a long video. I just wanted to show you guys what you can do with the fender roller there. We got it definitely rolled. Should have enough room. I don't have the ability to jack these guys in like the JDM guys do, and I don't plan on doing it. We may be cutting some metal out and getting this guy sorted, but it's all good. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Peace out for now. That's all we're gonna do for today. And again, we got the Ferrari all buttoned up here. We'll do it backwards in the garage. I got a whole bunch of things to do. We did a little bit of, so that guy's covered up. I don't want to get it messed up. I am going to hang this today. This is one of my next projects. I got to run to Home Depot and get a step bit. And we got a nice little sandblasting cabinet. So it needs a new light. So I pulled that one out. It's deader than a doorknob. So we're going to do that. I'm going to clean this glass up. And by the way, I should probably put there so the plexiglass doesn't warp. Just food for thought. But we have a whole bunch of rusty piddly bits and parts inside of this. And we'll look down the side here and just get an idea what that's going to look like with the wheels and rims on it. But we've got a whole bunch of little rusty piddly bits in here that we're going to be taking off and sandblasting. And then I won't powder coat them. I'll probably use black epoxy paint on the stuff that we're doing. I got a full hose set, a whole bunch of different parts for this. But should be set, should be good to go. Little Alfa is going to be underway here soon. Cheers.